I could not inherit the family business of making and selling ashidas. Since I became a judo therapist, Honetsugi, he publishes his research on feet and ashidas. I'm using Google Translate. It's the first English reading in 20 years. 骨継ぎ equal judo therapist. In 1997, I attended the biomechanics workshop 1 at the University of South Australia. I studied podiatry there. In 2013, I obtained a Master's of Degree Sports Science from the Hokusho University, Graded School of Lifelong Sports Studies. Judo therapist. Judo therapist is a medical professional licensed by the Japanese government, which is a quarter of the occupation of an orthopedic surgeon plus a physical therapist. My image of the scope of work, narrow than an orthopedic doctor, but wider than a physical therapist. Judo therapist is locomotor therapist. Geta is a traditional Japanese footwear, and Ashida is an essential footwear for traditional and religious festivals in Japan. The Ashida worn by Saltahiko God is shown on the left side of the foot. The left side of the foot shows the Ashida that modern, ordinary people wear for training. Olympic speed skating medalist Nao Kodaira trained at Ashida in the photo on the right. It creates instability in the fore-aft directions, so I incorporated that into my training. Ashida processing is performed after the raw wood has been completed for more than a year. The left side of the image is the raw wood, and the right side is the processed product. The part where the foot touches the ground is made of lightweight and antibacterial Polonia wood, and the part that touches the ground is made of magnolia wood is less warped. These geta were worn daily until around 1970. As shown in the image on the left, There are two ways to process the cloth. One is to cut the pioneer wood with a jigsaw by aligning the parts that touch the ground, and the other is to process the parts that touch the feet back to back. When processed back to back, the grain of the wood on the left and right will be aligned. Kotohira Shurin on the left, Ebisu Shurin on the right. The posture of the feet is different. The posture of the feet is different. The inclination of Ashida increased in proportion to the height, length of Ashida teeth. The load on Hanao increases. Since the weight is supported between the first and second toes of the foot, Hanao is pulled, easy to stretch. The one-toothed Ashida worn by Sarutahiko god of Bikuni Shurin, which was damaged in 2018. Polonia wool that is lightweight and has antibacterial properties. The magnolia wood is light left and has low durability but is uniform and less warped. When the foot is stepped in direction 1, force is applied to the ground and teeth in direction 2, and force is applied to the part that touches the foot and the top of the tooth in direction 3, and the 3 that touches the foot splits. Power to land arm equal load plus gravity plus speed. Direction and strength of floor half force. Since there are no ready-made Hanao products from Ashida, we use hemp string. Hemp was not used as string in the past. cotton for futon, non-woven fabric and cotton cloth makes it easier to walk by keeping the foot and hanao in close contact with each other in the front. Footwear made to order for the Hokkaido University cheerleaders. 45 years ago, Bikini Shurin's Saltahiko God also wore two-toothed Ashida. Hanao is the thickest, thickest of the shelf product. Tabi. First finger and others are separated. Chopari. The Nation Institute of Korean Language. Korea. Standard Korean. Dictionary says the word comes from the Japanese wearing Geta that separated the big toe from the rest of the toe. Cow. 1. Pitch with first and second fingers. 2 per 1. First metatarsal center. 2 per 2. Fifth metatarsal base. Geta fracture. 1. Pitch with first and second fingers. When the part that holds hanao in the center is stretched, loosened, it will come off unless you are purely forced to pitch it with your fingers and flex your fingers to fix hanao and your foot. Strength training, prevention of burniers. Stretchable. Tie with recent strength. Do not use synthetic fibers as they fly easy. If you tie the front strangely, shortly, from the beginning your toes will not fit in. Do not stretch. Stretchable. Do not stretch. Podiatry and biomechanics. The weight of the foot is placed on the tibia. Since Ashida is supported in the center of gravity of the foot is behind Ashida. When you step, move your left and right legs forward and backward so that the center of gravity is in the middle of your body. Center of gravity. In Japan, in the old days, it was easy to get a sprain while wearing Geta, so it is called fracture of wearing Geta or Geta fracture. This refers to fracture at the base of the fifth metatarsal bone, which is which is one of the fourth to fifth metatarsal bones on the instep for the foot. Repeated stress, such as from sports, can also cause fractures of the fifth metatarsal. In this case, a little closer to the toes. A special type of stress fracture called a Jones fracture. Push likey. Please subscribe to my channel. Likey.